everybody, my name is Miss Becca. Welcome to COS Kids Science Lab. Today I have a really exciting experiment for you that's going to teach us a little bit more about who God is and how much He loves us. You're going to need a few things for this experiment. You're going to need a funnel, any kind of vegetable oil, a clear container, some water, food coloring, and an Alka-Seltzer tablet. To start, you're going to need just a little bit of water. Make sure to use your funnel to avoid a mess. Just a little, not too much. In our experiment, the water is going to represent the earth when God first created it. When God first created the world, it was perfect. Everything was exactly as it should be. The Bible tells us God saw everything He made and it was very good. Our next step is to add the food coloring. You can use as little or as much as you want. I like a lot, so I'm going to add quite a few drops. This food coloring is going to represent the sin that came into our world when Adam and Eve ate the fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil in the Garden of Eden. The color represents the sin that now lives in our world and because of that decision lives in us. Next, we're going to add our vegetable oil. Now you're going to want a lot more of this than you did of the water. Watch how this oil rises on top of the water and just floats and sits right on top. Ooh, almost poured too much. Just like this oil, we have the Holy Spirit in our hearts that helps us to rise above the hurt and the evil in this world so that we can make good decisions and establish a clear line between what's right and what's wrong. The Holy Spirit in our hearts helps us to love each other and be kind and live a life like Jesus did. The Bible tells us in John 14, I will ask the Father and He will give you another friend to help you and to be with you forever. That friend is the Holy Spirit. The world cannot accept Him because they don't know Him. But you know Him and He lives with you and He will be in you. Just like this, the Holy Spirit cannot be in the world because He is so much better. He is love and goodness and faithfulness, and He causes no hurt or destruction. Now here comes the fun part in our experiment. This little Alka-Seltzer tablet is going to make it really crazy. Drop it in and watch what happens. Whoa, things are starting to get pretty crazy in there. Wow, the Alka-Seltzer tablet represents the evil one. Sometimes the devil tries to make really crazy and sometimes hurtful things happen in your life, which can cause you to lose faith or maybe feel like God isn't there for you. But watch what happens in our experiment. The oil, which represents the Holy Spirit, keeps fighting to push the bubbles and the craziness caused by the Alka-Seltzer down. Just like in our hearts, the Holy Spirit works so hard to push out all the bad stuff in our lives and in our hearts so that we can try to live a life like Jesus, to love others and to be kind and to be as close to Him as we possibly can try to be. As you guys watch this experiment continue, it'll start to fizzle down, and that's like when the Holy Spirit helps get us through a hard time. It's going to be crazy and hard for a while, but eventually God is going to restore the peace in our hearts. In John 16:33, the Bible tells us, I have told you these things so that you can have peace. In this world, you will have trouble, but be encouraged because I have won the battle over the world. See, it's already calmed down. How cool is that? Didn't take very much time at all for that oil to work hard and force all the bubbles back down into the water. Just like the Holy Spirit forcing all the craziness in our life back into the world so that we can live in the world and not of it. My prayer for you guys this week is that you can continually put your faith in the Holy Spirit and try really hard to be in the world but not of it. See you guys next time.